another bagel. So, I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about today. I had quite a few ideas, but yeah, really struggling to decide, and then I realised I should just talk about what I'm struggling with at the moment, which is diet culture. So, yeah, this week I want to talk about diet culture. I've just written a blog post on this to get my thoughts in order because I think diet culture is quite a big topic. And to be honest, I didn't really expect it to affect me as much as it is. Because all year I've been telling my eating disorder to go away, shove off, stop telling me useless crap about food and things that it thinks I should be doing. But, like, a stranger will make a comment about some muffin at a cafe, or, like, at a family gathering, a family member will make, like, a throwaway comment about setting a goal to eat less sugar, or, you know what I mean? I probably don't need to go into detail on the types of goals that people set, but like, they really affect me. Even when diet culture isn't obvious, it feels like it's almost ingrained in my brain that I should be making some kind of diet or fitness related resolution. It's very frustrating. Like, I hit January 1st or even December 31st, and just these thoughts instantly pop up about what my goal should be for this year, and that I should have some kind of health-related goal towards exercising more or eating less, basically, or cutting out a food group. And if I don't set some kind of goal related to that, it feels like I'm failing, or at the least missing out on what other people get to do. It's like I'm jealous of other people being able to set these goals and I can't. Part of me wants to have those goals because I know that I would smash them. I know that I can work out 5 days a week or quit sugar or whatever because I've done that before. But the thing is that it doesn't matter what other people are doing, it doesn't matter what diet culture tells me to do, because I'm not like everyone else. Everyone else does not have an eating disorder, and I do. So I can't set goals like that because I would just become absolutely rigid and obsessed, and I would be competitive, but not even with other people, just with myself. Like, why aim for 5 times a week to work out when I could do 6 or 7, and then it becomes twice a day, and then it becomes I can't miss a session, and oh my gosh, just falling into that whole compulsive exercise trap that I worked so hard to get out of. And that doesn't happen to other people. Other people don't suffer from compulsive exercise tendencies, and I do, so therefore those kinds of workout related goals are not for me. Also, it's important to remember that everyone's health is different, so what's healthy for someone else is not necessarily going to be healthy for me. So it might be healthy for my friend to exercise a little bit more, but it would not be healthy for me. My friend's body hasn't spent the past year recovering from the effects of starvation. My body has. So my body needs rest, repair, lots of nourishment. And working out more would just not be healthy for me. Healthy behaviors are different for everyone, and I think I just have to accept that and do what is actually healthy for me, which is to keep pushing in recovery, keep challenging myself to different foods and eating spontaneously and that sort of thing. Similarly, a goal around food, like quitting a food group or something like that, would also be really unhelpful for me. Recovery means unrestricted eating of all foods, however much I want, whenever I want. That's what I'm working hard to achieve. And by cutting out a food group, I would be actively going against the main pillar of recovery. Also, like, I've worked so hard to overcome my fears of certain foods, and if I just cut them out again, I'll become afraid of them. And I know that doesn't happen to other people, but it does for me. And so telling myself that, so cutting out cookies or something like that would just be ridiculous, because I don't want to be afraid of food, and if I don't want to be afraid of food, then I have to keep exposing myself to it again and again and again. And for other people, it would be like they cut out food, and then, yeah, maybe once in a while they'll have some. For me, cut out food, I'll never have it, ever. The other person might be like, yeah, I'm not eating cake, but on my birthday I'll have it. For me, I'm not eating cake on my birthday. No way I'll have it. You eat it, I'll watch you eat it, but I won't have it. No, my goal is to not eat cake. I'm not eating cake. I can't do it by halves. I can't say I'm not having chocolate bars, but then occasionally join in with them. That just doesn't happen. And the other thing that happens is, like, sugar, for example, that people are cutting out is actually extremely important for my diet, in my opinion, because not only is it delicious, and I love baking and eating cake and that sort of thing, but also eating energy-dense food helps me stay out of an energy deficit, which triggers my eating disorder. So cutting out foods like that means that I'm much more likely to fall into a calorie deficit and trigger my eating disorder and fall into relapse. Eating less sugar might be healthy for someone else. I'd question it, but it might be. But eating less sugar for me is not healthy. Really, really not healthy. So basically everything that's around at the moment around eating healthy and exercising more is irrelevant to me. And actually a lot of it, I think, is irrelevant to everyone, because let's remember what diet culture actually is, and that is actually just a ploy to make money off of people's insecurities. But not only is diet culture irrelevant for me, but it's actually really dangerous. And if I listened and responded to what the diet culture messages are telling me to do, I will be heading for relapse and potentially heading for death. So, like, it sounds dramatic, but that's actually what would happen. And I guess on a less dramatic note, but also important, the other question I ask myself is, would I actually want to wake up at 5 a.m. to work out every morning? Or do I actually want to stop eating biscuits and cake? No. Life is short, and it's too short to live it without enjoyment. The life that I want to live involves joining in for cake on my birthday. It involves having a few biscuits for afternoon tea with my mum at a cafe. It involves feeling free to eat my favourite cereal when I'm travelling overseas. It does not involve living a rigid life obsessed with maintaining a certain diet or workout regime. So, in sum, I will not be listening to those little diet culture niggles in my head and that I see around in advertisements and people tell me about. Setting a diet or fitness related goal would cost me money, it would cost me time, and ultimately it would cost me my recovery. And I've worked really hard this year and I'm not willing to lose the progress that I've made. So I will not be setting any kind of fitness or nutrition resolution. My goal for this year is to keep working hard and make more progress in my recovery, because that's what will bring me happiness and health, and that's what's most important. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now. My rant is over. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are ignoring all the diet culture stuff that's out there. It doesn't apply to us. Shouldn't apply to anyone, in my opinion. And let me know if you have any questions or comments, suggestions, or anything like that. Lots of love to you. I hope you're doing well, and I'll record again next week. Okay, bye.